Hi guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, I've been a bit busy this morning. I bought a selection of tulips to go in a raised bed which is right in front of me here. In fact, let me just show you the covers. We've got double late carnival denice, and we've got these flaming parrots, and they're absolutely beautiful. Cost £2 a pat. Unfortunately, Wilkinson's haven't brought these down. They brought everything else down in price by 75%. Unfortunately, these are still full price, but not a problem. I liked them, so I bought them. And the bed what had the tomatoes what had what caught the blight, well, we decided to put them in there. Now there is a shed load of tulips already in that bed. We never took the tulips out, they're still in there. However, the actual bed must have dropped about 6-7 inches. So we had to top it up, and you're going to see me doing that now. We're going to put a couple of buckets of clover compost which we use for the cara. We still got the buckets of compost, so we're using them to top the bed up. So I'm going to show you the topping the bed up, putting the pattern of tulips, and then we'll come back after we've done that. Okay, so this is what we did. Well, today we're going to be putting these tulips into the raised bed next to the greenhouse. Once we've put them in, we'll top them up with some compost, some of this potato compost what we had on the caras, and then we'll give the raised bed a lick of paint, because it needs brightening up. It's all faded. But yeah, we're going to be putting these double late carnival denice in. There's 8 of them, and there's also 8 of these flaming parrots. And there's some beautiful colours. I love these yellows with the reds going through them, and the whites, same thing. And well, the bed what we're going to be putting them in, there are already tulips in there, so these will add to the glory when they come up. Anyway, enough of the talking. Let's swing the camera around and show you where we're going to be sticking. There we go, guys. I've got a couple of buckets of this spent compost from the potatoes, and what I'm doing. Well, first I'm going to tip a bucket in here now, just to raise it a little bit, and then we're going to stick the tulips in, and then we've got some more compost to go over the top of it to bring it up to the top. Okay, so anyway, that's the first stage. Now for these double late carnival denice, and there's 8 of them allegedly, so let's spread them about a bit. Clearly well, we can do them like that, get them a bit closer to the edges. Now then, I'm going to put these flaming parrots. So these are the ones we just put in, and now we're going to put in the flaming parrot. So there you go. These they grow to about 12 inches. So what we're going to do now is put them around here like this. That's basically the pattern. Now then, I'm just going to push these down because they need to go down about another, well, it's about another 3 inches off the top, so we're going down about 3 inches. and the compost is very soft, so you know we're not damaging the bulbs. And to be quite honest with you guys, my fingers are going down first, so they're quite, you know, they're not going to get damaged. And that's the pattern anyway. There is a lot more tulips in here. What we're going to do now, just press them down. Then we're going to stick some more compost in on the top. Okay, so just give me a second. In goes the compost. And top it up. And what we'll do, we'll tidy all this up a little bit later and pop back because we've got to give it a lick of paint yet. So I'll be right back, guys. So as you can see, we've topped the bed up. So the only thing we needed to do then was to give the bed a lick of paint or a lick of wood preserver. And for me, painting is a serious problem. I can't have any odours or anything, any sort of odour, and it's my lungs. I'm dead as a kipper. Fortunately for me, this wood preserver what we was using is odourless, and I spent a couple quid extra for the pleasure. And anyway, I'm going to show you a little clip of me doing a little bit of painting, and what a wonderful job it was too. So here you go. Well, we just got one more side of this to do, and this planter is good to go for next year. Well, like I said, we've got one more side. We've also got the top to give a lick of wood preserver as well. The good news about this stuff is it's odourless, and I can actually brush it on myself without having to get anyone to do it for me. So paying a couple of quid more so I can do it, I think it's well worth it. But normally I can't go anywhere near paint. It was paint that has basically destroyed my lungs. And also where I used to work, that's a big part of it. But yeah, this hasn't took long to do. I've got quite a lot of these to do. I've got a lot of painting to do. Get me lad down, he can help me. Got a couple of sheds to do, and all the furniture. Give it another coat after. Always give them 2 coats of paint, whether they want them or not. Right, we just got the top to give a lick, so let me get the camera set up in a different position. Apparently this stuff's animal and everything else friendly, so not a problem using it. push that down so I don't get dirt on me brush. Believe it or not, I've actually got paint on my shirt. Not a big deal. I've got about 10 of these shirts. Would you believe it? They're all the same colour. Clouds just come over. It's only a small cloud covering the sun. The sun will be back out in a minute or two. This will be dry in no time. So there we go. So the planter has got all its bulbs in now. It's also got a new coat of wood preserver. So I think we're good to go. Well guys, here's a quick tip for you. Paintbrush, plastic bag. Wrap it around the plastic bag. That'll be good to go for a couple of days as it is. Take it out of the plastic bag and you can start your painting again. The brush will stay moist in the bag, but you've got to make sure it's airtight like that. And I will stick an elastic band around this in a moment. But yeah, it just saves me having to clean the brush out 3-4 times. I'm going to be using it quite a lot over the next couple of days. There you go. It's all dried up now. It only took half an hour to dry. If it rains now, they'll be perfectly fine. But we got lucky with the weather today. It's been raining this morning, although everywhere's dried up now. And this bed is completely finished. We will be doing the other bed at the other side of the front of the plot, and we're going to be painting all these sheds as well, and the furniture. But I thought we'll start off with this one. We have had a lot of things to do. Earlier on I was putting water and apple cider into the water for the chickens to worm them. We did all that. We scraped all the muck out and give them a good cleaning. I won't bore you with that. However, we've taken the bucket of poop out to put into I've got a brown wheelie bin at the back of the plot, which we did have on the front of the allotments to put all the rubbish in, but we've been banned now from putting any sort of rubbish in any bins. So we took the bins that have been purposed for putting up manure in, basically. So I wheeled one down here and put it at the back of my plot. It's one of these brown ones, council bins. It's one of ours, like, so it wasn't a problem. However, I've got this burning thing down there as well, and I was tipping the poop into the bin, and this cage, this frame, fell over and went straight down the back of my calf muscle. Now I know it's bleeding, and I've not even looked at it yet. I'll save it until I get home. But It went right down the calf, and you know you feel it ripping and tearing. Oh God. Anyway, luckily we've just finished doing the painting, and we've done the chickens, and then I go and does that, and I can say it's burning at the moment, but don't worry guys, seriously don't worry, it's nothing. I had my legs crushed both legs crushed in a crushing machine all years ago. I never forget it. It was an absolute nightmare. The reason why I never forget it, because I still have nightmares, wake up in cold sweats. I was doing a repair job on this particular crushing machine, paper crushing machine. I was working for Cordon Bleu at the time, and what they used to do is throw all this cardboard box into this big crusher. It had a big ram on it, and it used to push all the boxes and crush them up into a massive big black box. And apparently it were broke, I was told, and could have come and fix it and put a couple of welds there and there. And it was one of these quiet running things, and I said, is it turned off? And they said yeah. So I jumped up on top of the box, and the cardboard, because there was a load of cardboard on top. Anyway, as I jumped onto the cardboard, all the cardboard give and bugger me, the ram started to come back. Now someone had stuck a matchstick in the ram, so it was constantly going. I didn't know, I couldn't hear it. I was told it was turned off. I went straight down into the box. I got my arm trapped as it was going back. I managed to rip my arm out, dislocated my shoulder. I had one leg in, one leg out. I thought the only way I was going to get my body ripped in half, and what happened was I managed to get my leg on an angle, so I was sat on this ram going into the box. My legs was going underneath the bar, but by this time had a full load of cardboard in the box, so you got the picture. So it was fully loaded. The ram started to push against my legs, started to pop. All the calf muscles started to get crushed and everything. When someone heard me screaming like a banshee, saying, "Turn this." Well, you can imagine it began with F and it had in it. Button off here. Anyway, they turned it off. The fire brigade, they come on, they cut the box off, they pulled me out, went to hospital, and well, I was not been able to walk for about 6 months. However, I can walk now, unaided. Well, when I say unaided, with a walking stick. And we're very lucky, and from time to time I wake up, and I wake up at the point where I've got my arm trapped in the cardboard, and I'm fully inside the machine, and yeah. So, like I say, this on the back of the calf muscle is nothing really, but I suppose I can feel it bleeding, so I better go on. But before we go, guys, before we go, I want to show you something that I actually got from Wilkie's today in the sales, and I think they're absolutely awesome. And with these little things here, they fit onto water bottles, and they're like miniature watering cans. Now they normally retail for 75p each in Wilkinson's. However, because everything's at 75% off, I paid I think I paid 20. Actually, it was, yeah, I think 25p each. So I bought 6 of them, and I've got 3 of them left. My mates have pinched 3 of them, so I better hide the rest of them. Otherwise, I'll have to go back and buy some more. Anyway, that's it for this one. Don't have nightmares. Like I say, if you're going to work on anything like a crushing machine, for God's sake, make sure the buttons, make sure it's turned off, and check to make sure no one stuck matches in the start up button. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to hobble off now and have a look at this leg, the back of the calf muscle, and see what's happened. So see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.